What up, though, peoples? This is DPMU, and I want to make this video to enlighten the people on, well, I got a couple things. One is contingency. I don't know whether you know it or not at this moment in time that the black people, that's what you want to call yourself, I don't know, you have no contingencies. So your I don't mean to laugh, but your things will be offset because you have no contingency. Contingency is like a chance or a last ditch effort to, of an opposing force. Like, it could be anything. Or like, let's use something that's going on now. You got, you keep rioting and you want them to report you're good when that's not their job. You understand the job? You have to understand what a job is, literally. Like, you have jobs here. I mean, they try to make you think that the jobs you're working for them, or, that you're working for them, are really jobs that are, that suits your natural needs. Like, it's hard to explain because it's so large, but let me give it my best shot. Is your needs, like good, or they'll report your bad, but it's not their job to report your good. Evil or bad things, people like to do that. You can see you yourself or whoever it is. You can see that, if it's a fight, everybody runs to the fight. If it's bloodshed, everybody runs to see the bloodshed. You understand? So that's an overall thing. So anybody would do that, and especially if it's a contingency or a something for my people. Like, okay, my people love to see this, so let me go get a shot of this stuff so I can show them, whatever. So, but you yourself, you have no contingencies. I don't see any, of your own, whoever you are, whoever you are, you have to have your own. You understand? If you go over and, like, everything is broken up in different continents or whatever, continents, countries, or whatever. And if you go over there to China, let's say you go over there to China, you are subject to China's rules. You are subject to China's overall understandings. So you go over there acting a fool, you're going to be, under their submission, or however you say it. So now you're in America, and you have no contingencies. I don't see any. Somebody to report you're good, so that so you can get a fair shake at whatever it is you're doing. You're not going to get a fair shake because you don't own no news reporters. I mean, you have some, but I don't know. They don't want to. They don't want to get involved. I guess I don't know. There's a couple. Couple I know of. You see them all over the internet, but no real. Nothing that can reach the masses like white folk can. So they're not gonna report you good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't even. But that's not their job. You have to understand that certain things are not their job. It's your job or our job to report those certain things, or do certain things. Other than that, they really don't have to. I mean, they really don't see no need, and there's really no satisfaction or gratitude in them. You know what I'm saying? Making you look good, because if they make you look good, then you know what I'm saying. They're making you look better than them, and who's gonna do that? You understand? But still, you're living in your understandings are, they are what they are. You say one thing. This is what I see here. So people say things, but they really have no clue what they're saying. And everybody puts all of the pressure on the little man, which is the black man. Everybody put all of the pressure on him. They put their loads on your back. Still to this day. To this day, you still get the load on your back. You don't, because the load is it's not tangible. It's you can't see it, but you're carrying it. You are, and you don't see it, and that's because you have nothing here. They tell you have everything, but really you have nothing. I mean, you don't. I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but black people, we don't have shit here. You don't. So, and if you could, whatever, you could try to make me see that you got something here, and I don't see it. All I see you doing is carrying everybody's weight. They can do whatever they want to do. It has no bearings. They do whatever they want to do, and you're just carrying it. No different than what 400-500 years ago. There's no difference. Well, shit. Some people say 400-500 years. I'm gonna say like at least a good 15,000 years. You've been carrying the weight. But anyway, yeah, you don't have anything, so you're gonna carry the weight. And until somebody starts to build, the thing, your contingencies, because if you don't have any, you're just carrying people's weight. You are. So until people start to build and make the things that you need to contend with what's going on, because everything is just going unchecked about you or about us. Everything goes unchecked. Nobody gets checked for the things they do or say about us. So it's just what I'm saying. Anybody can believe anything because there's no contingencies to it. So in order for anything to get done, you have to stop spending your money in stupid places. You have to spend your money, at least for a good 5 years now. For 5 years, you're going to have to start spending your money within yourself and building contingencies to all of these entities that are attacking you. And I can't understand how we're taking so... You have to be strong as fuck to take as much shit you're taking. You're taking a lot of shit, man. You are. And you're carrying a lot of shit. You're carrying it. And you don't see it. It's crazy. It is. So, but you have to build your own. You understand? You can't try to build with another nation like that. If they don't like you, or if they think that you're stupid, and they think that this and this and this and that, you can't go of them, of the people that think you're stupid and think that you're this and you're that, and think that you're going to build something with them. If he thinks like that, then it's up to you to build your own, and then show him how smart you are. Show them how much of this and that you are. You understand? Because see, they got all of theirs. Everybody got theirs. Everybody got their stuff. So just because it's you're in the times of what they call information, which I don't believe that's information, but you're in the times of spiritual things, which is information is a spiritual thing. Now the gathering of it, or how it's presented to you, is fleshly. You get your tablet, your computer, or whatever to get it. But then the information itself is what I'm saying? It's spiritual. It's not really tangible. I mean, it is whatever, but But it's just like you came on cargo. You came in with whips and chains. Back in slavery, chained up, getting whipped, to riding whips and wearing chains. You understand? So, but you didn't understand that you also came in watching their kids and babysitting and working all damn day long and all of that stuff, and you still had the same thing. You watching. I mean, you're cleaning their houses, you're cleaning them, You don't see this part, but you're cleaning them, and you're still doing that to this day. You're still doing it, for free. You're not even getting paid for it. You understand? So you have to, but that's because you haven't built anything here. I don't see anything. You know what I'm saying? A little barber shop or whatever, that really ain't gonna do too much. But within yourself, you need to build you some. You got the internet, so this is a whole new world right here on this thing. It's a whole new world. You can do basically, you can build whatever you want to. Like, it really can't stop too much. But yeah, you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to stop spending your money loosely. Like a whore. Or like, I'm, no disrespect, but when you spend your money loosely, you call that a whore or being whorish. I mean, when you give yourself loosely, that's basically what you're doing. A lot of people don't know love is to give and not want anything back from what you've given. That's love. So when you go around and you give yourself away, just give yourself away. You call that whorish. But you don't think the same thing about money. When you spend your money in stupid places, that isn't that whorish, or stupid or dumb or, out of the element, not natural. You understand? You have to spend your money and build things, contingencies especially, because if you don't have any contingencies, I mean, like, you just assed out the frame. People are, what they say, my people suffer for lack of knowledge. Real talk. You can see it like more now so than ever. Everybody talk about God, but God is really saying something. When He puts you in them, it can be just one person walking around. He'll put you in a little shit, but then He'll do bigger things like, what you got over there in Baltimore. A bunch of people. You want, justice, but like I say, you have no contingencies. The white people are the contingencies, and you're expecting for them to disembowel itself. And no nation, nobody who would do that. An individual, what individual would do that? Not even an individual would do that. So how do you expect a whole nation to do that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You want people to be fair and all that, but you know what I'm saying? Chill, man. Contingency. That's the word, baby. Contingent. Real talk. You need you have to combat that. Combat everything, because there's a saying. And I don't know if I created the saying or somebody else created it, but the saying is, how it go? Oh, perceptions unchecked causes mass hysteria, which it does. And I think anybody that's been to prison can tell you that, or anywhere. Perceptions unchecked causes mass hysteria, which is true. And the newscasters and all of them people, they go around unchecked. There's no check to it. Only check to it is if you go to another continent or another country and deal with them, and then you'll see that, okay, there's contingencies in these other countries, but there's none in mine. I just have to accept whatever it is they're saying. Crazy. But yeah. And that all goes back to, I mean, like a lot of people like sitting in, you know what I'm saying? They like that femininity. They don't want to deal. They don't want to deal with masculinity. But it is what it is. We got to keep dealing with femininity until people get to understand the things you need in order to live righteously. Within any of their little systems, they have to watch. They have somebody watching somebody watching that person, watching that person, watching that person, to the top. Like say if you go in a casino, everybody watches one another, and then you got the cameras watching everybody. You understand? So now if it's like that in there, then it has to be the same way out here. You have to have, your own news reporters. You're supposed to have your own jails and prisons too. You understand? Because people come down and they just do whatever they want to do. You know, they will. And then black people just don't fucking get it. I mean, I don't know. You don't really don't care, you know, but you should. Anyway, contingencies. Build. You can build like you don't even really need a whole lot of money to start to build. You know what I'm saying? You can just build. You know what I'm saying? But you have to have some kind of unity. You know, you have to trust your own people. A lot of black people don't trust one another, man. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm black as hell. There's people that just don't like me because I'm dark skinned. That's crazy. And I'm talking about my own people. I'm not talking about white people. I'm talking about my own people hate me because of my skin color. That's crazy to me, man. That is mind-boggling. But it's the truth. It's true. They walk around here now. I mean, I mess with them a lot. You know, I'll be messing with them. You know, because who does that? Like, who hates their own people? It's crazy. But yeah. Anyway, contingencies, man. You have to build. You have to start taking your. I mean, I know they ain't gonna like it. But just, you know what I'm saying? You've been forefront these people, man. You begging people been the millionaires. Being stupid, man. For real, man. About to rap, bring me a clothing line out, bring me a shoe line and everything. Cause I know I'm gonna be hell of a. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gotta do nothing but keep just putting. They ain't gotta put no, you know, no smart people out. You can put the dumbest motherfucker out. And put some clothes out, some shoes out at this point. You know, you ain't even gotta have no kind of education, you know. And then y'all about all of his stuff. That's crazy. It's crazy, man. Don't do that. And then you don't have no contingency. So what? You know, if I was sitting at the top, I'd be like, you know, what, are you crazy, man? I'd be like, man, these dudes is nuts. And I keep stepping on you because you let me. I keep stepping on you. Crunch, 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 crunch like roaches down there. Like shit, you might really get a brain. I'm sorry, I'll be the laugh, but I mean, it's like it's at a stupid point to this. You know, it's at an all-time high, like mad stupidish. I mean, real talk. I mean, I didn't know this stuff either. I mean, I'm laughing and all this stuff, but I ain't know this stuff myself. I just now figure this stuff out. What? I've been at the knowledge for about a good couple years, about 2-3 years. You know, so me figuring it out, and I think you know maybe it is a lot of other people out there that know, or maybe not. I don't know. You know, because they're all joining unto you know that factor or that fashion or you know the other side. So that's not really gonna help if you join to the other side, or you know of white people or of African people. You have to join under your people, and then you have to build your nation. Whoever it is, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You have to figure that out first. There's different nations, different lineages of people or bloodlines. You have to find your bloodline of people, whoever it is, and you have to join with them, and you have to build contingencies, or buy land and all that stuff. You know. The school system is going down. I mean, you don't need a new type school system because that school system really didn't work. It was just, a contingency. Not what? How much time? 16. I'll make this one long. I know people probably get bored watching long videos of somebody talking. But anyway, the story goes. I'm gonna just tell a story. And the story goes. Now, the whole overall understanding is that dealing with the three point of views, which is the native people of this world, or the people that were born to this world. You have those people, and then you have the Hebrews, right? Now, you understand that this world, okay, the people that are born to this world, they don't know certain things yet. They're coming into the understanding of. certain things. The Hebrews already know these certain things because evidently they come from, I guess, a world that was already created, and their world was created and is substantiated back where, everything is, or whatever. The Father, that's what they call it, but or the Most High, that's what they call it. But yeah. So those people, the people that are native, are learning, to be a certain way. Once they become that way, then whatever happens. So, but anyway, yeah. So they're coming into the understanding now. So now, all of the stuff before, what they made the New Testament, all of the stuff that happened before then, you were teaching them, not not consciously. Well, it had to be consciously too, or unconscious in certain aspects too. You were teaching them. Now, some people went out of that and started doing stupid stuff. Things they wasn't supposed to be doing. Over and over again. You can see it in the Bible. So now the smart people, the people that know with knowledge, understood that, oh, okay, this is their world, and they're going to take it back over because this is their world. It's not your world. So now these people have taken the world back over, which it says the wicked, the world will be put in the hands of the wicked, whatever. If you watch my videos, you understand that wicked just means, people that, or things that deviates from the path of growth. But you're not expected to understand that because you don't really know. You haven't got to the point where you know all of those things. So I can see it now. I can say full-heartedly that you know the Lord, but you don't know God. I can say that. And I can say that, and I can see it, and it is what it is. Because once you know what God is, then you'll be able to say certain things. And because you cannot say these things, I mean, you can go to Genesis, and it says, now let us create man in our own image. Who do you think was saying that? Anyway, so now, because you can't say certain things, leads me to understand that you don't know. And once you know, then you'll be able to say certain things. And that thing will be, it will be. Understand? But anyway, so they have taken back over their world. So now you have, the contingencies of the world being put back into their hands, and the contingencies of, certain other aspects fighting against one another, or you know what I'm saying? They're using it against one another, like nigger, right? Nigger was a contingency of white people, right? And then now the black people are going to use their contingencies, which is what? Devil, Satan, and all of that stuff. That's a contingency. Now, when you understand that nigger is a reference to what? What does nigger reference to? Reference to slavery, or how they put you in, how they did you when they took you into slavery, right? All right. So, now what does Satan and devil reference to? Hebrews, stand up. You know what I'm saying? What is it reference to? I don't think they know. I don't think they figured that part out yet. But if you see my video, you probably break it down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So now your contingencies, you're contending with one another with the weapons that you used against one another at certain points in time. So now you just have a bunch of crazy mess. Like people just saying crazy stuff to one another. When the whole outcome is for, like I say, the people that are native to this world to understand what certain things are. you know, which now I think is they have to learn what a God is. What a God is. They know what a Lord is, and I believe it says it in the Bible that, I think it was the Egyptians that found out what a Lord was, and because the Egyptians found out what a Lord is, that means the native or the people of this earth as a whole understand what it is. Now they have to figure out what a God is. I mean, real talk. Like, you can say, I can say, things all day long, but is it true? I can say I'm a spoon. I'm a spoon. I'm a spoon. I can go around trying to make everybody believe I'm a spoon. And eventually, if I tell enough people, guess what? I'm a spoon. So, in saying that, but like I say, if you knew exactly what it was, you'd be able to say certain things. And because you can't say it, then I know that you have no clue what you're saying. So, yeah. So now they're taking back over their world because they're supposed to. I mean, like I say, you can do God's work blindly, or you can do it precisely, blindly or precisely. You can understand what you're doing, and then you can do it, or you can, have not a clue in the world, and keep bumping your head and banging up against the wall for 2, 3, 4, 5, 600 years. So, yeah, they're taking over the world. What else I wanted to get across? And the contingencies, which are y'all saying, craziest stuff to one another, which is, you have the wicked. That's wicked. Those are wicked things. That it has no growth. Me calling you a nigger, what is it going to do other than be a contingency for me? Because you're going to feel bad from whatever is contended for it to hurt you for. So, and the opposite with the other words. You can say certain things to them, that will reference certain things within their spirit. You understand? So, it's all bullshit. It's all stupid. Why do that? When everybody has a job down here. So, and your job is to be a light. That's not saying that they don't have a light in them, because they have a light also in them. But whether they choose to use it or not, it's on them. But like I say, they don't know certain things. Once they start to understand certain things, then they will begin to know certain things. And then, whatever. Or we can all stay stuck on popping bottles and clubbing and, riding around in cars forever. No. Yeah, so I think I'm going off. I should have wrote stuff down. I don't like writing nothing down. I just like going off the dome. Mistakes, shit, fuck it. Mistakes, who cares? Everybody trying to be perfect, and nobody's perfect. Not yet. I mean, in my understanding, there's no such thing as perfect. You're just going to be who you are. You're supposed to, come off that assembly line. Is who you were created to be. We're still on the assembly line. Real talk. But, so yeah, they're taking their world back, man. This is their world. You know that. You can't say you don't know that. You know that. So, yeah, I mean, but like I say, they're supposed to be learning from you. And how can they learn if you stay stuck in the back and forth and with the stupid stuff? Eventually, you're supposed to be teaching them. You know that. Other than that, why are we here? Why am I here? That's what I had to ask myself. Why am I here then? Let me go back wherever I came from. Because some crazy stuff is. But yeah, I guess that's what you're supposed to be doing. It's teaching them. Whether they want to learn or not. I mean, that's you can move around. You ain't got what I'm gonna say here for. You ain't trying to learn nothing. You want to stay stuck. So it's not. I can't unstick you. You have to unstick yourself. You know, I can give you a hand, but I'm not gonna let you pull me in there with you. It's crazy. So, yeah. So Israel's gonna be a nation again, right? Truth. So, but Israel's not gonna be a nation of contingencies and overbearincy. You should understand that that's not gonna be your foothold. It's going to be what it's supposed to be. And that is, I guess, a school. You know, what they call them, temples? Schools now? School and the temple is the same thing, basically. You know, you go there to learn. I don't know what all this other stuff is, like, man, crazy. I don't know, that stuff come out of Egypt. A lot of it. Which I don't think God had a problem with Egypt. Like I say, everything did run smoothly. I guess, you know, when another king took over, then a lot of folly started coming in. And then on the other end, it says stuff about witches. Well, I'm not going to get that one up. I'll wait for that. But yeah, contingency. I mean, if you want to, you know, certain people are getting overbearing. You know, they're doing the craziest stuff. So you will have to have contingencies. When you, let me do war. I'm going to say this on war. War really has nothing to do with guns. A lot of people think that because you say war, there has to be a gun involved, or guns involved, or tanks, and, you know, airplanes dropping bombs. War has come to that point. If you didn't have all of that stuff, how would you war? You understand? So the war is just, you know, to go up against something, you know. Weapon. Two people with two things is a weapon. You know, you have to have something and I have to have something in order for it to be a weapon. There has to be a contingency against, you know, whatever you're bringing to me. If it's a bat, I have to have a bat. Those would be weapons. One person has a bat and the other person doesn't. What is that? It could be a slaughter, or it's just a bat. And he beat the dog mess out you with a bat, you know. Or it's a slaughter because, you know, if I had a gun, you got a gun, those are weapons. If he has, one person have a gun and another person doesn't, that's a slaughter. Or he took a gun and he, whatever. I don't understand how you can call one person with a weapon and another person that doesn't have a weapon. Well, hold on, how'd it go? How can you say one person with a gun and another person that doesn't have a gun, you can call a gun a weapon and not a gun? Doesn't make any sense. So you have to watch little slick stuff like that and say, no, he had a gun and he killed him with a gun. You understand? Because a weapon is too. You have to watch those that wicked stuff. You know, you want the whole kid and caboodle. You want it to go fully through. So, you know, it is what it is. And that plays out in that Trayvon Martin case. You know, when they called it a weapon. You know, well, no, he slaughtered that kid, you know, with a gun. That's what he did. But anyway, This is DPMU.